It's week 2 of the 2024 season, and we'll see Tremaine Edmonds, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Bills and the Lions. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run.
And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. They go play action here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Off play action. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here's Williams to return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that results in 35 yards.
They've definitely come out the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked, and there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Callaway. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Callaway. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I even brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
These are his numbers from last week's contest.
19 carries, 60 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Allen going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Callaway, he's got it to Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. To throw on 2nd down. Callaway, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Buckley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate, but the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games, what a setup for the rest of the season for us.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Oh, look at the juke. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On second and a couple, Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Callaway. And this one is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Callaway. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Callaway. It's Williams on the catch. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Off the play fake. Callaway. He finds his man. Complete. It's Porter. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Number 37. A gain of 7. First down, Detroit.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, design run for their wideout. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Buckley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen has his man. It's Shakir. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then, because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside, as he did there.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage of all too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Swift will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make it 13-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Callaway. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Callaway. He finds his man. Complete. It's Baker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Callaway. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And award that sack to Boogie Basham. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Buckley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now stands at 13. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Swift going to try up the middle. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. But right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On 3rd down, Callaway. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Diggs with a good footwork. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out, and so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot, stay the course. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Dancing to his left. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down.
A gain of 9.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Callaway. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Baker. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and it's the Chiefs who have the lead in that one. Mecole Hardman, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we'll head east all the way to the Steel City to to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. In that game, level as they take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Forced, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, the return is Williams. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Carlos Basham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to the running game with Swift. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 24, Allen. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. To the air, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Swift again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And this one is right through. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Detroit getting set to go now. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but it's still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Callaway. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Callaway. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Room here to run. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Here's Allen to throw it. And the Lions pressure goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Personal foul.
Let's check in with the referee. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. Touchdown, Bills! Khalil Shakir. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Point after it, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Callaway. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Callaway. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Callaway. He finds his man, complete. It's Newton. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Buckley skirts by him at the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Buckley, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. From the gun on 3rd down. Callaway. He finds his man, complete. That's Newton. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 2nd down, Buckley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got this complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Callaway. Got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run the counter. Buckley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. On third down, Callaway. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a fourth-quarter lead. Butker's kick here is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On first down, Allen. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out now come the Lions.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Callaway. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 2nd down now. Buckley. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. To throw on 3rd down. Callaway. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Allen off the play fake. He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 77 yards. And the Bills use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Callaway. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Looking to throw on second down. Callaway. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw on second down. Callaway. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Callaway. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Callaway. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. For the moment, it's 2 points, but there is a flag down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And that's complete to McKenzie. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Allen. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Allen going to try and keep it. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bills have taken a 4th quarter lead. And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating. Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready. Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. He's back to throw. St. Brown on the catch. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Steps away to his left.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Well, it took